Local 4 News begins right now with a breaking news alert.
It is happening right now in Detroit's east side. 2 children killed, hit by a car that was trying to get away from Detroit police. The tops Local 4 News at 11 tonight. It was a chase that lasted less than 2 minutes. It ended with 2 dead children and a number of others critically injured.
75 seconds, in fact,
Yeah.
Evan. This all happened in a residential neighborhood on Nottingham Street. That's just south of I-94. Let's bring in Mara McDonald. She's just been briefed by the chief. Mara, there were actually 2 scenes out there.
There sure are, Carmen, and let me take you through it. First of all, you see the crime scene tape out here. You see the squad car. Go beyond the squad car. Do you see that red Chevy Camaro? That is the car that is responsible for all of this. Police saying there are 2 guys in that Chevy. They had a semi-automatic weapon. Police saw it, the chase was on, and ended with 2 children dead in 75 seconds. Viewer video exclusive to Local 4 shows the chaos after that Chevy Camaro running from the police smashes into 2 groups of children. The first to be hit, 2 children who the car dragged down Nottingham. Then the car smashes into a home. Police Chief James Craig filling us in just moments ago.
At some point during that very brief pursuit, 2 children were struck by the suspect's vehicle. They were pronounced deceased at the hospital. And following those 2, 3 other children and an adult were struck by the same vehicle at the point of termination. What we do know that the pursuit lasted 75 seconds.
All of those children and that adult were taken to the hospital. In addition, you can see on viewer video, one of the men in the Camaro was injured as well. He's been taken to the hospital too. The chief says the Camaro was going so fast, probably 80 miles an hour down Nottingham, that his officers actually lost sight of it.
The speed was such that once the officers initiated the overhead lights, they lost sight of this vehicle because of the speed. What they did see was a plume of smoke. They believed it was an accident. Once they responded to that location, they saw the 2 children laying in the street. They immediately began to render aid. They tried to resuscitate the children, at least the 2. They were non-responsive. They were placed in the scout car and transported to a local hospital.
Back here alive. In addition, those other children who were struck further down here, the chief telling us that officers also bundled them into the back of a squad car. Nobody was waiting for EMS and took them to the hospital where tonight they are all listed in critical condition. Carmen Devin, we are live on Detroit's east side tonight. Mara McDonald, Local 4.
Now, Mara, we understand that there was an adult that may have been hit tonight too. Do you know any more about that person?
Adult was hit. Adult was transported to the hospital. Carmen, as far as condition at this point, we've been told serious. We've been told critical. I'm not quite sure at this point. It's all up in the air. There is a lot going on out here. There are police all over the place. Border Patrol was out here. I mean, there's a lot to be done out here. They still haven't even moved the car from where it hit the house in the tree.
I know there's still a lot to figure out here, obviously, and they're just getting started on the investigation. But, Mara, we've been in the middle of a national debate and conversation for years over high-speed chases, which so often end up meaning that innocent people somewhere along the line get hurt. Was the police, did the chief go into any, he's not going to second guess his men tonight, probably should not be doing that, but did he say anything about that sort of debate, that larger issue?
He did not. He did not address that at all, Devin. And that one of the first things that he came out and said was, this lasted 75 seconds.
Yeah.
That's how short this was. And these guys were going so fast that the squad car, the minute the squad car hit lights and sirens, they lost sight of them. When they pulled up here, they saw the plume of smoke from where the 2 original children were hit, and then see the Chevy further down the street. So the way the chief is making this sound, his officers were not immediately on their tail. These guys clearly wanted to get away. They were going extremely fast, but yeah, I'm sure we're going to have plenty of discussion in the days to come about initiating police chases, the validity of police chases.
Yeah.
What we heard over and over in this neighborhood tonight from people were, why were they chasing them?
Right.
Well, you make a good point. It was over so quickly, this may be more of a fleeing than an actual chase.